friends, it's Sarah here. Welcome back to my channel and welcome to another Sims 4 speed build. So today we are doing a really simple beach house build. As you guys can probably tell, we are building in Sulani. And yeah, it's been a really long time since I built anything in The Sims, so I kind of was out of practice and I wanted to start out doing something really simple. And if you guys have seen my videos before, you probably know that Sulani is my favorite world to build in, and the beach kind of themed builds are my favorite builds to do, so I decided to start off with something like that to kind of get back into building. And yeah, just basically just to get used to it again, because it has been a minute since I built anything in The Sims or even played. So I hope you guys do enjoy this. I do love building in Sulani. This is going to be a 2-bedroom house. I think we're on a 30 by 20 lot, but I'll be sure to put all of that information in the description box if you guys are interested. But yeah, basically we're just doing a really simple beach house, and it's kind of got this navy blue. As you can tell, that's the outside of it. Usually I feel like my beach houses probably have lighter colors than this, but I thought this was cool. And as usual, this build was inspired by a picture that I saw on Pinterest, so I will try to remember to go on and put that up on the screen now, where you guys can kind of see what I was going for when I was building this house. The inspiration picture isn't actually a beach house, I don't think, if I remember it right. I don't think it's got anything to do like with the beach. It looks like a suburban house, but yeah, I thought it would look cool on the beach, and so I decided to go with it, and I'm pretty happy with the exterior of this build. I hope you guys enjoy it as well. Like I said, I think it's on a 30 by 20 lot, and so we have the house part, and that's pretty much built. The shell of the house is pretty much done. It's got lots of windows. It's like navy. Well, I mean, you guys can see all that. But as you can tell, we also have like this backyard kind of fenced in area where I just kind of wanted it to look kind of like a family home in a way. There's really not actually like any kids' rooms or anything like that in this build. So it's not really a family house necessarily, but I don't know. That's kind of what it looked like to me. So maybe that's what I was thinking when I was building the exterior, and then I kind of forgot about it when I got into the interior. But yeah, the interior has 2 bedrooms, but they both have full beds, so they're not like kids' bedrooms or anything like that. It's really pretty simple interior. I mean, it's a simple exterior as well, but I feel like the landscaping kind of adds to the vibe of the exterior. But yeah, right now we're just going to go on and decorate the front porch area and start on the exterior decorations and landscaping, which is pretty simple. Like I said, I was just trying to get back into building with this house, but yeah, I have missed a lot apparently since I've been gone, because I haven't been playing or like paying attention to the Sims world at all. And so I didn't even realize that we have curved walls now, which is pretty cool. I didn't realize that until like halfway through this build, and I have no idea like how to, like I don't have any ideas of like builds to do with curved walls. But I think it's really cool that they finally added that to the game. But that's one thing that I have seen, but I'm sure that I have missed a lot. If you guys know of anything like huge that's happened that I've missed, be sure to let me know down in the comments, because I have totally not seen anything. That was a total surprise to me when I saw that we had the curved walls option. Also, anyone who has like built with the curved walls yet, like I don't even know when they put that in the game, so that's probably like months ago. But if you have already done like some builds with that, like how well does it work? Does it seem to like work really well? Like, does everything stay functional? I don't know. I'm really interested in it, but like I said, I have no idea like what to actually build with it. So yeah. Anyway, that was a really cool update, I thought, when I saw it. And yeah, so you guys saw the little backyard area. It's really simple. It's just like kind of got an outdoor dining area. I didn't know really how to fill up this space. I don't like the right side of this build as much as like the actual house, but because it's such a kind of long lot, I had to fill it up. I kind of wish Sulani had a few smaller lots as well as the big ones. I really like having the big lots, but I do wish we had more options when it comes to smaller lots than like the one, I think, and it's like not even on the ocean side of the road, if that makes sense. Hopefully you guys know what I'm talking about. But yeah, I definitely wanted this to be a smaller build, so that kind of area of the lot is just kind of, everything is just kind of thrown together. It's mostly landscaping. I did put a like swing set out there, as you guys saw, and like a bonfire, I think is what it's called. And I put a bar out there just because it's fun. It's a beach build, and you know, it seemed like something that would be cool. But yeah, that was the exterior of the house. You guys saw that it's pretty simple on the exterior. It's pretty simple on the interior too. But yeah, it's pretty much my go-to like beach exterior landscaping and stuff like that. So that was pretty simple, but I did like the way it turned out. You guys can let me know what you think. And now we're on to the interior of this house. So I think this house had 2 bathrooms, and this is the first one, which is on the first floor. And as you can tell, I'm keeping it pretty simple on the interior as well. It took me forever to pick a wall color for this build. And I ended up cutting out a lot of that footage because it was like 10 minutes of me trying to pick out like wall color and flooring, because when I would find one that I liked, the other would be like clashing with it, and so I would have to change it. And so this is what I ended up with, which is this like kind of similar to the exterior. It's a little bit of a lighter blue, but it's like blue walls and blue accents mainly, and then I have a little bit of the white wallpaper, like the wooden wallpaper that came with Island Living. And of course the doors and like the stairs and stuff are white in that way. I guess it's like blue and white accents. I said blue, but it's probably mostly white accents. But yeah, I just wanted to keep it really simple, kind of a clean modern look, but still have that islandy feel a little bit. And I struggled really badly with the curtains on this build, and I think it's because they were, like, this was on the medium wall height I didn't know that. I didn't think about it, and I didn't notice it until I was already done with the exterior. And I usually build on the, like, just the smallest one, the shortest one, wall height choice thing. And so I don't really like decorating interiors the taller the wall is, because it becomes, like, more complicated for me to fill in the wall space. But this is the kitchen area. Like I said, it's really simple, very modern kind of looking. This area I decided to make into a little office area underneath the staircase. But I did actually have to change the placement of the computer. When I went back and play tested, it wasn't actually functional. Or it wasn't the computer. The computer was functional, but the staircase was not functional, which I thought was a little bit weird. But I just moved the computer and the desk area over a little bit, and it started working. So that is different, but only slightly. It's just a little bit different, but I did have to change that to make it functional. And also for the desk area, I just made the kind of floating desk by using one of those base game shelves called the Immaculate, I think is what it's called. And I kind of sized it where a desk would be, and then I sized the desk down. With the tool mod, I scaled it down a little bit further so that you couldn't see the original desk, and then it kind of looks like it's just floating, like it's built in underneath that staircase. But I have officially stopped scaling down those items all the way to where they're completely invisible with T.O.O.L, because I have had a few issues when I started building again of needing to move items after that, just like that with the staircase not being functional, and I needed to move that desk. And thankfully, I had not sized it down to the point that I couldn't see it, that it was completely invisible. So I think from now on in my builds, you're probably going to see me size items down to where they're like just little tiny specks, because at least then I can still move it or delete it if I need to. So hopefully I've learned my lesson on that front. But now we're on to the second floor of this house. And I think I mentioned earlier, I did struggle with the curtains in this house because I wanted it to look really simple, and then I was on this medium wall height, and the Island Living curtains, which looked really good in the house, they didn't really fit the space very well. They looked really short on the windows, and I felt like they needed more things added to them, and then it felt like there was just way too many styles going on. So the curtains are all a little bit different. A lot of them are actually just the base game curtains, just like really simple white curtains and everything. But yeah, I had a lot of trouble with that for some reason. But this is the first of the 2 bedrooms. It's really simple, as you can tell. I ended up using one of the base game paintings as kind of like a headboard for this really simple Island Living bed, just to kind of add a little bit of character to it. Interior design is not my favorite part of building. I really do prefer doing exteriors to the interiors, so I feel like it looks a little plain sometimes. But yeah, this is the last bedroom. I think it's the last room of this build. It's really simple. I just kept the same colors and kind of tried to keep it pretty similar to the rest of the house and just have very minimal decorations. Like I said, I was going for a very clean and modern look with this build, But that is pretty much it for this build. I would love to know what you guys think. Let me know what you think in the comments. I always love hearing from you guys. And I am so glad to be back building. Hopefully you guys will be seeing a lot more of my videos if life doesn't get in the way again like it has a way of doing. But I'm so glad to be back in the community and seeing what everybody's creating and doing and what everybody's up to. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope that we will talk very soon. And yeah, thanks so much for watching. Bye!